It's a potential game changer. Governor Christie wants to revamp the state's gaming, sports, and entertainment industries. A special commission today unveiled sweeping recommendations to help rev up these long, sputtering, multi-billion-dollar economic engines. The proposals come as Atlantic City deals with fierce competition, while the state's horse racing industry continues to flag. Here are the highlights from the report by the Governor's Advisory Commission on Gaming, Sports, and Entertainment. The tables could turn in Atlantic City as the commission recommends a state takeover of the casino district, where gaming halls are losing hundreds of millions of dollars. Other recommendations? The state should privatize the financially ailing Meadowlands racetrack, giving horse owners the chance to run it. New Jersey should also relinquish control of the 20,000-seat Izod Center at the Meadowlands, where the Nets and Devils once played. The state should give developers tax credits to revive the long-dormant Xanadu retail and entertainment complex or move in to foreclose on it. And the Izod and racetrack privatization recommendations mean the Sports and Exposition Authority would be out of the entertainment game. And if approved, the commission's recommendations could take entertainment and gaming in a new direction here. We have team coverage of the unprecedented overhaul proposed today. We begin in Atlantic City, where State House correspondent Zachary Fink is standing by live. And Zach, it looks like the governor's got some big plans for reviving the boardwalk city.
Well, Jim, that's correct. If enacted, this would be a major commitment on the part of the state in marketing Atlantic City and hopefully trying to lure new investors. The way to do that, in effect, is the governor giving them his personal guarantee.
And I believe that only through a strong commitment from the state of New Jersey to both the management and the control of what happens here over the next few years will we have the type of partnership that will attract private sector investment again to Atlantic City.
Although the casino industry generates about $1 billion in tax revenue for the state, times lately have been tough. Profits have fallen 25% since 2007. That is largely the result of a lackluster economy, but there is also new competition, with gaming now available in Pennsylvania, Delaware, and even New York State. People have other options. And according to the governor, the monopoly on gaming in Atlantic City has made it lazy. And now the answer, he says, is not to expand gaming to other parts of New Jersey, but to, in effect, double down here.
It can't be that you say, we're not going to have gaming anyplace else in New Jersey, but we're not going to get to the work of fixing what's failing here. You can't have it both ways. And so for those people who care deeply about gaming being an exclusive right of Atlantic City, well, then I'd say to all those elected officials that it is time to get on board with this plan to fix this problem.
To keep Atlantic City viable and make it a destination resort for families, the Hansen Report recommends dissolving the Atlantic City Convention and Visitors Bureau and creating a new bureaucracy that answers directly to the governor. It was a welcome commitment to the casino industry.
I think it was a great statement on the governor's part, and I think that the industry has been waiting for some kind of endorsement from Trenton, and I think we have it now.
The state has made 35-year and billions of dollars of investment into Atlantic City, and we think that needs to continue. To cannibalize gaming in the state, we think is the wrong approach, and so we're glad that the commission reached that conclusion, and we're going to concentrate gaming in the city of Atlantic City.
The new entity overseeing the casinos in Atlantic City would create, in effect, a tourism district within the city of Atlantic City. The Star-Ledger this morning described it as a state takeover and called it a city within a city.
I don't perceive it as such. I still perceive this as being one city. I heard nothing in the governor's comments that suggested it will be a city inside of a city, and so I'm not going to respond by acting as if that's the case. From my perspective, it's not.
A lot of people were concerned about that because you've seen what happened in Camden and other instances of state takeover is not all the way beneficial, but they never mentioned intervening in governmental actions. They said that, we need to get our house in order. We know that. We got problems here in the city of Atlantic City just like everywhere else in the country.
Democratic legislative leaders, meantime, still want to hold a gaming summit next month.
Well, I think the gaming summit is the next logical step, frankly. We have this report now. We've got to craft some of these ideas in the legislation, as the governor acknowledged today. They're liable to be changed going forward. Priorities may change a little bit, but, it's a starting point.
More attractions would be added to the tourism district, including amusement park rides along the boardwalk and possibly even a nearby NASCAR track.
I was sort of surprised when I looked at the brief time I got to look at the report. NASCAR might not fit in the picture in Atlantic City. I think our thing is entertainment and gaming, and, we have to bring it to the total destination resort.
And just a note on NASCAR, a very popular sport in America, certainly a lot of fans here in New Jersey. However, attempts to bring a track to New Jersey before have been met with opposition because of the noise. The governor, meantime, says that he'd like his plan for Atlantic City in place by July 1, 2011. That's the latest from here. I'm Zachary Fink, live on the boardwalk in Atlantic City. Jim, back to you.
All right. Thank you, Zach.